Another remastered set come, another remastered set gone, and while we may or may not have liked the fact that we got Ravnica Remastered to kick off 2024, it's doing surprisingly well. We're going to dig into the secondary market today and look at not only the cost of the box, but a lot of the singles, and we have to theorize, why hasn't this set just completely crashed? This video is going to have everything from hard evidence, factual data, to tinfoil hat crazy conspiracy theories, and I am all for it. All right, let's go. The world of remastered sets is touch and go, to say the least. Dominaria Remastered is 100% still in the back of our minds as Magic the Gathering fans. In fact, Dominaria Remastered was, and nobody likes to remember this part, actually celebrated and enjoyed when it first came out, and that was pre-Amazon dumping, price crashing, and overprinting of the product. So we had very little expectation when it came to Ravnica Remastered, its release, and how it would be received by us, the fans. But it does seem that Ravnica Remastered not only hasn't crashed, but is actually experiencing a weird small uptick. So we're going to get into all that today. And as you guys know, something we do here is we capture every single sold listing of sealed product on TCG Player. And we use this during our analysis of a product, so we're not just kind of blindly throwing our hats into the wind. And we actually store that in a data vault. And for the first time, the data vault will be active and available for the rest of the community. So make sure you stay towards the middle to end of this video where I tell you how you can get some of this sweet information. But it all starts with the cards in a Magic the Gathering set. And I know that's a silly thing that we have to say in 2024, but the cards make the Magic the Gathering set, and Ravnica Remastered might not have been a powerhouse of crazy powerful and hyper expensive reprints, but it did give us a lot of popular cardboard that we'd like to slam down, and is versatile. We put it in a lot of decks. So let's head over to TCG Player and look at what I'm talking about. When we look at TCG Player and we sort by best selling, when we look at Ravnica Remastered, we find very quickly that variety is the spice of life. And as someone who is not necessarily for the variant era, I do believe there should be less variants, but we are seeing the market show us we like a good variety in the cards that we pick up. We see these shock lands, especially those that can only be obtained with the collector booster box, dominating the secondary market and sitting at a healthy price. Well, aside from this, little boy's cyclonic rift up here, but these shock lands are the versatile card that sits at a safe price point that we are always going to like. Now, this still has the potential to crash, and always has, and we're going to talk about that later in the video. We got some tinfoil hat stuff to get into, but for now, let's stick to the facts. The variants in shock lands and a couple other cards that are commander staples are really carrying this set, and we've said it before and I will say it again on this channel. I do believe the meat and potatoes of a Magic the Gathering set is the number of cards that you can look at in the set, that when the regular person like you or I goes in our game store and we buy a pack off the shelf, pays for that pack. And Ravnica Remastered has a ton of those, a ton of cards coming in at great value at a large variety, plenty of stuff for you to pick up, plenty of stuff for people to play with, and while there isn't a major bomb, oh my god, this is so expensive, there's tons of value inside of these packs, even still. And again, this is not my opinion, this is just me looking at the information in front of you. Now, it's not just about the single cards here that we're going to get into, it is about the sealed product, and this is where we have a lot of information to dig into, and it really starts with the collector booster box, and I have that pulled up here, the Ravnica Remastered collector booster box, and this product is actually experiencing a small uptick. We're going to get to the sell-through rate in a second when we get over to the data vault, but seeing this product in a small uptick is not something in my wildest dreams. And I'm going to be honest with each and every one of you. If we would have sat here a month and a half, even 2 months ago, and you would have told me after the outcry, and me too, just looking at Ravnica Remastered and saying, hey, this set doesn't really look like it's got a ton going on the surface. If you would have told me that this product could have seen an uptick right now, even albeit a small uptick, I would have told you you were crazy. But the information doesn't lie, and the product has gone up. In fact, it's up about $7 to $8 from the last time we looked at the sealed box. But most importantly, as we head over to the data vault here, we can see that the sealed box is selling. The collector booster box is on pace with the draft booster box, something we are not used to seeing with remastered sets as far as number of boxes sold on TCG Player, meaning that people are more than willing to pony up the extra cash to pick up the collector booster box. Again, not my opinion, just what is selling on the website. Now, this product is an interesting product because we have Dominaria Remastered still fresh in our mind. And just to give you guys an idea of what that could look like, remember the epic downfall when something went wrong with Dominaria Remastered and how drastic that was. I don't believe we are going to see that here. I don't think Ravnica Remastered has the same potential for crazy downfall, and here's why. When we take a look at something like Ravnica Remastered and compare it to Dominaria Remastered, we aren't seeing a couple things. First and foremost, no Amazon dump. Now, is Magic the Gathering dumping products through weird local game store / distributor / TCG Player relationships on the website at a discount cost before they're released? Maybe. I did a video about that. If I remember, I will link it here. But something else we are seeing is the number of products available at 45 other listings and only a couple sitting at this price point is something that we didn't see with Dominaria Remastered. Dominaria Remastered was overprinted. It was just overprinted. Let's just call it what it is. It was overprinted, and Ravnica Remastered seems to be towing this line, selling at a very healthy sell-through rate and just kind of sitting out there. And that to me screams volume to maybe some conspiracy theories that we can have. But if you liked all the data that we looked at so far, the website is actually live. You can visit cardboardfinance.com and you can check out all of this information on the website, dig through your favorite TCGs that we are currently tracking, and you can always reach out to me and say, hey, I want you to track this. And if you are a member, you can request features. If you're a hometown TCG member, not only can you request features, but the members of this channel are keeping the site live. Not only do they get access to discounts on box openings, they get access to extra content, they get custom emotes, but their memberships are directly paying for this application, this project that's going on. So as it grows, as we get more features, those are going to be the voices in the room that scream the loudest that I'm going to listen to as we modify and create new tools for everything we are looking at. But when it comes to Ravnica Remastered, as I look at Ugin and switch to the wrong scene, but you know what, we're leaving that in. When it comes to Ravnica Remastered, I think there's something else going on here. What I do think is when it comes to the single cards, we are seeing not only highly playable cards, but we're seeing retro border foil cards hold a special place in our heart. Now, we saw this in other remastered sets, and we thought it would fall off harder than it did with Ravnica Remastered, but it has not. In fact, retro foil shocks have actually seen an uptick. I was waiting for them to come down farther before I picked up my set. If you were also waiting for them to come down farther, maybe there's still a chance, but if my conspiracy theory is right, there isn't. But let me know in the comments section below. But not only that, these cards that we are seeing and getting in this set are fairly iconic. There are things that when we open, we have a little bit of the Lorcanification, the Pokemonification of Magic the Gathering, not to those drastic degrees, but to that nostalgic pull, that fun, that old school reliving of our Magic experience in our heart that we get to have opening this product. But most of all, my big conspiracy theory on this is that the product is just printed properly. It does seem like maybe Wizards of the Coast was going for a rare product as far as the collector booster is concerned. Something that was hard to get, hard to come by, was going to sell out, was going to be something that we look back at and be like, wow, remember when that remastered set came out? I'm glad I got my box because now they're all gone. Well, that kind of backfired, but kind of not really. The product was released to such a lack of fanfare to us, the players in our community, we just didn't like the product. Well, the underprinting or the conspiracy theory that they didn't just release a metric boatload of boxes into the community all at once is actually helping them here. If that does happen to be true, it stands to reason that the price for this product, even selling at a slower rate, would remain more balanced. The sell-through rate of the product would remain more balanced, and people who bought the cards are going to have a much less negative emotion when it comes to their purchase, when it comes to looking back at how they spent their money, because everything hasn't crashed yet. Now, that caveat, the big caveat to this is we haven't seen the future. When we looked back at Dominaria Remastered, we had the benefit of all of this data that we've tracked over the course of the product's life cycle, and we see the crash in retrospective now. Now, we don't have all of this data yet because, well, it's only been out for a little over a couple weeks here, whatever the time frame is. It's not been out for long. So while this seems to be the case right now, the product seems to be properly printed, the product seems to be a healthy secondary market release, and it seems to be something that we are willing to pick up not only sealed, but singled cards at our own pace in a healthy ecosystem, we could be looking at Wizards of the Coast's first healthy product of the year. Now, that's the big conspiracy theory. Throw that all out the window if next month you come back to this channel and I'm breaking news about an insane Amazon dump. And you can only do that if you're subscribed with those notifications on, so make sure you hit that button. But what do you guys think about Ravnica Remastered? Is this something you bought any of? I know everyone in my comment section is, I didn't buy any of it, I didn't buy anybody. Some of you out there bought some of this product. Heck, I opened some for channel members. I still have down here 2 boxes for box openings, which if they don't sell, I'm just going to keep for myself and either open or put on my shelves and collect. I love this product. I'm a big fan. It took me back to a fun place in Magic the Gathering. Although, I gotta admit, I wish it didn't come with the hefty remastered price tag. I wish it came at a more accessible price tag. To me, that's my big gripe. But let me know what you think about the product. If you bought it, how do you feel? If you didn't buy it, are you having any FOMO, any regrets? Let me know everything in the comment section. If you've never shared a hometown TCG video, there's never been a better time than right now. Share this video on any social media platform where you engage with Magic the Gathering discussion, because not only does it help us reach 8,000 subscribers, but it makes me smile when I scroll through and I check some of that stuff out. Again, big shout out to the channel members of this channel for making Cardboard Finance a reality. They get first vote as far as features, things they want to see, and when we get the full unalpha real version. Remember, it's alpha, it's not mobile friendly, it doesn't have any user experience on it yet, it's just the Data Vault Online. As those features grow and change and we are able to get accounts and logins, channel members will get special features on the website. I want to thank each and every one of them out there, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great one. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we will see you around. All right, goodbye.
Yeah.